book sales are increasing in number to the point that they're actually overtaking the sales that are done from bookstores. And what that means is that it's a huge opportunity to play a very active role online to market the book. The reason for that is because merchandising online is very different from merchandising through retail shops that you'd see outside. First of all, your merchandising space is about this big. The second thing is that publishers don't have a lot of control over what's happening on that space. It's mainly done through the third-party bookstores, so it could be the Amazons, the Barnes & Nobles, etc. When people come to an online bookstore, for the most part, they actually already know what they're going to buy. There is some search that's being done in the bookstore itself, and then there's recommendations and things like that, but for the most part, people are pretty confident in what they're looking for, which means that the decision to purchase has been made before they even get to the bookstore. And so having the power of influencing the people who read books and get them to get excited about your book on a computer where they're only a couple of clicks away from making the purchase as opposed to a 30-minute walk is extremely powerful.
We're in a unique position. This is why we've got to be very careful with marketing. We are marketing to a group of people that have to dedicate 12 hours of undivided attention to an activity that they themselves believe that they hate. You say reading and they think Jane Eyre and 11th grade. And the wonderful part about social media is that we have a chance to get out there on Twitter and our blog, etc., and start forging relationships to where they may not read any other book, but they're going to read ours. And if they love ours, then they're going to buy every book that we write, and they're going to talk about it because they believe that they don't like reading, but they love reading your book. And if you look at the successes historically, even the lead child, it's the person that may buy only 1 to 2 books a year, but they buy everything that you have. And in social media, if it's done properly, you have a way to go out in a grassroots way and to cultivate those 1,000 true fans. And where I think a lot of mistakes are being made is that we're not forging relationships with those people. We're talking about the things that we like. We're talking about books and our book and other books. And we're talking to a readership that's going to tune that out. And so if we can start connecting on common ground instead of talking about what we want to talk about all the time and start actually connecting to real, regular people, it's amazing once you get in there and you get traction with that group of people and you can get past that inertia, you can actually launch your book into the mega successes. I've seen authors that use our methods. We had one author that went from selling maybe 10 books a month to selling 90,000 books in 4 months.
I mean, how many people here really like to be marketed to? Raise your hand. We have crap shoved at us all the time. You know, I saw a stat. We see something like 5,600 marketing messages a day. So every single day. So I think where we're at in the marketplace right now, just from being involved in a lot of social communities, is that people are really just sick of being marketed to. They have been for a while, and you just mentioned something about community and those 1,000 fans. You should go to kk.org sometime. It's Kevin Kelly's website. He's one of the co-founders of Wired Magazine. He's got a blog post that's been translated into something like 20 or 30 different languages. He talks about 1,000 true fans, and how you don't really need 1 million people to be a commercial success. You really just need to find people who like the same stuff that you like. That's where we're at. People are wanting more and more to be part of communities that they can truly connect with on a real level, because online is basically just an avatar of real life. And they want to translate that and really be a part of something interesting and fun.
It's all about using it as a word-of-mouth vehicle to build something. But that happens through what Kristen said, which is building relationships and being authentic and being real. And that takes time. And there is no quick fix on this. It takes time to build relationships. How many people make a new friend every day? Not, right? No. You don't make friends every day. It takes time. If you're going to start doing social media, get the name that you want to use, register it with all the vehicles as soon as possible, so that nobody has it and you have to then massage some .net, .com, some initial that you really don't want to use. grab it on all the vehicles. Your own database is your database, and nobody can take that. We don't know what's going to happen with Facebook or anything else in the future, but your names are your names. So if you can figure out a way to do a newsletter that you can get people to sign on to, you then are beginning to have some power in the marketplace.
And when people are coming to your site from Google, they may not be coming to your homepage. They may be coming to a book page or another part of your page, and no matter what page they come to, you want those goals to be met. The goals of where do I buy the books, where do I talk about the books, and then how do I join the social media presence where will help expand my profile. So
You don't need to be fascinating on social media. Be fascinating in your books. Be personable on social media. Talk to people. Ask about them. I mean, even if you go back to the basics of Carnegie, you want people to really think that you're the best, most fascinating person they've ever met in their life. Ask about them. So we can talk about marketing and direct marketing and gathering data all we want, but those tools are going to work way better if they're founded on community and relationships first.